Well, this is going to be interesting. Okay, the first time I decided to go fishing, I was with a friend's kid who was, I think she was about 12, and I was probably around, I don't know, 19 or 20, and I'd never gone fishing before. I didn't know what to do. All I know is I got a couple cheap fishing poles somewhere, and probably at a flea market. Got some tackle and things like that, and we headed down to a lake near, I guess, her aunt's house. There was a little lake, and it was just gross. I mean, we're talking contaminated with all sorts of pollutants and a sheen of oil, on the top. It was pretty rough. But, it was the only lake we had, and we had fishing stuff, so, why not? And I'd never done this before, but there was a little dock, kind of a mini pier, and so we decided we were just going to go out there. Well, okay, so we're down on this dock, and I didn't know what to do, and it was hilarious because there's this black guy, he's an older fella, on the other side of the dock, and every time he would do something, I'd look over to, of course, the kid I was teaching how to fish. I would look over to her and say, okay, you need to hold it like this, you need to do it like this, and every time the other guy would do something, I'd go, yeah, this is the way you do it, just like this, and I don't think she ever caught on, but but it was hilarious because I really didn't have a clue, and if it wasn't for that guy, I would have looked like a total buffoon. So anyway, we're fishing and not catching anything because the lake is basically a cesspool of death. It was it was rough. So we're fishing away, and my line snags on something, and I'm like, what? So so I'm reeling it in, making a big deal about catching something, just reeling it in, trying to be all dramatic about, hey, look, I actually caught something, and up comes a sweater. And this sweater was full of, those little red spiders that like to get under your skin and lay eggs, and they're nasty little boogers. Yeah, this sweater was full of those, just covered in these red spiders, and it was a full sweater. I think the sweater was like red too, and I had to look because it looked like the sweater was moving, but it wasn't moving. It was the amount of critters that were on this thing. You want to talk about nasty. I was like, really? So the first time I went fishing, I caught a sweater, and I've never caught anything since. So so that's my embarrassing story. I took when the kids used to visit from the farm, I used to take them down to Lake Stevens, and I used to just sit and watch them fish because they knew what they were doing. I didn't even bother to stick a line in the water because, my track record with catching things, well, let's just say it's not great. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my fishing story, and now you know why there probably won't be a lot of fishing videos on this channel. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.